Hello, hello, and welcome. You're listening to Light Sprinkles, and I am Spring Ulrich, your host. And it is my intention to bring you inspiration, healing tools, and survival skills in springing your life forward. So today, I want to share with you the topic of an acronym that I came up with and a process that has been facilitating me in my own life in being able to face my challenges in a conscious and in a loving way. So the first thing, anytime anything negative comes up, anytime you get triggered or there's an upset or a problem, I encourage you, if you remember nothing else, to remember these two things: to lean back from the situation, physically remove yourself from the situation. Just lean back physically a little bit to remind yourself to not lean into the upset or lean into the situation. Lean back and love. And we'll get into the details of what that means to love. Okay, well, love, what does that mean? And here's what it means. I've come up with an acronym that I hope facilitates you in remembering the steps and the processes to be more conscious and aware within a problem, an upset, and to allow more love in. So what I do is, I'll tell you the whole the whole thing right now. It's my G.Q.P ball at life process. And it's, everyone wants to be the GQ player of life, right? In their own life. You want to be the GQ, the most beautiful, the most fabulous, be on the cover of your own magazine. So you want to be the GQ player of ball at life. So the GQ for me, the G is for get, and the Q is for quiet. Get quiet. Get quiet. And the P is for pause. Get quiet and pause. When you can really take that moment of silence. And for me, that was really important as a parent, that when an upset happened or when there was an issue or the children started getting loud or weren't listening, that I would tend to raise my voice and to yell and not be quiet, to get louder, to be heard. And I wanted to change that. I wanted to shift that dynamic and get quiet and be able to stop the old habit of getting loud and that belief that I needed to be loud in order to be heard or to be listened to and to get my needs met. So getting quiet is a really important step in the process, because who doesn't benefit from a little bit of quiet time and a little bit more stillness? So get quiet and pause, right? That lean back, pause, get quiet and pause. And then the B for in ball is for breathe. So go ahead and breathe. Take at least 3 breaths. And while you're doing those breaths, the next part of the ball, the A, ask. So breathe and ask. And the L is for love. Breathe, ask love, and listen for the answer. Ask the question. The most powerful question that I can come up with in an upset is, how would love respond? What would love do here? How would love handle this? How would love show up? So when I can remember to breathe in that upset, breathe in the moment when the trauma, the tragedy, or the problem arises, if I can lean back and get quiet, pause and breathe and ask, what would love do here? And then just listen. Listen for the answer. And the A in the at is for allow. Allow the answer. Allow it to come, and the T is for trust. Allow the answer to come. The T is for trust. Trust that life has the answer, that the answer will be presented, and that in any equation, in any problem in life, just like in math, the answer is part of the equation. We just get to figure out the steps in order to get to the answer and ask better questions on how to resolve the problem, to find the balance in the equation. So trusting that life already has the answer. Within every problem, within every situation, there is an answer. There is a resolve. So trusting in that, that's the at. So allow the answer and trust the answer to be there. And the life part's really important as well, because when we take the L in life, and that is for letting go, let go of control, let go of any negative beliefs, limiting beliefs, let go of negative thought patterns, let go of the need to be right. When we can let go of all of these preconceived ideas of how this needs to look in order for us to get to the solution, then we can be more open to the answer. So let go. And the I is for imagine. The I in life is for imagine and intend. So here, after we've let go, we've taken a breath, we've asked love, we've allowed the answer, we are listening to the answer, and we're trusting. We're letting go of the limiting beliefs, and then we get into imagining. When we can imagine and intend what we want, intend and imagine a positive outcome, a positive resolve, imagine the best and highest outcome in this problem, in this solution. What would be the best solution? What can you envision in that moment of upset or negative experience or a challenge that you're having? What can you imagine to bring some lightness to it and to allow you to shift that moment for yourself and to intend something new? So let go, intend, and then the F in life is for feeling, forgiving, freedom, and focus. So when we can feel our feelings, when we can forgive whatever needs to be forgiven in the moment, whether it's forgiving ourselves, someone else, if someone had hurt us or betrayed us, left us in a lurch, so to speak, if whatever it is that we get to forgive in that problem, when we can let that go, we can feel better, we can free ourselves and free the other person from any sort of dynamic that is negative. And then we can focus on our intention and what we want. And we can get to the E in life, which is exploring possibilities. And when we can get to that E and examine and explore those possibilities and be open to that, that's when we're really playing at life and utilizing our challenges, our negative experiences to fuel us, be our opportunities. And we can ask what this challenge is bringing us in an opportunity. In this challenge, how am I growing? How am I using this challenge as an opportunity to grow? When we can ask those kind of questions when we're in the middle of strife, when we're in the middle of a negative experience, wow, it's amazing how much quicker and how much more consciousness and how much better our response is rather than our reaction. And when you can practice this over and over again and remember to G.Q.P ball at life, to get quiet, pause, breathe, ask love, listen, allow, trust, let go, imagine and intend, free, forgive, and focus, and feel, and explore possibilities. When you can do all of that, when you can go through that process in the middle of an upset, when your kids aren't doing their chores and doing what you need them to do, and you have a list a mile long, and the shopping needs to be done, and the house needs to be cleaned, and you're behind on your business calls, whatever things are stacking up in your life, when you can lean back, take a moment, be in the present, and ask what love would do. Take your breaths, breathe, get quiet, find that stillness, and listen for the answer. Focus on your intention, let go of any negative, and explore possibilities. When you can go through those steps of the G.Q.P ball at life, get quiet, pause, breathe, and ask love and listen. Let go, right? The L for let go of anything negative. Imagine and intend. Forgive, feel, free, and focus. And then get to your examining and exploring the possibilities. Remember that beautiful question. How would love respond here? How would love resolve this? How would love handle this moment? How would love speak? How would love show up? When we can remember to be love, then I really believe, and from practicing this over and over again, that it really has facilitated in me finding more peace, finding more quiet, and shifting for myself the dynamic of reacting and doing a lot less yelling with my children, doing a lot more showing up in kindness, showing up in love, which is what I really truly want to show up every single time, in every single way, every single day, with the people I love. And with everyone, I want to show up that way. So when I can ask, how would love resolve this? How would love handle this? Then I can get to my calm, I can get to my peace, and get to my intentional creation of that day and how I want to find resolve. And I know that this can be really difficult in the middle of upset and challenges. So if you can just take one part, one piece at a time, like I said, if you remember nothing else, remember to lean back and to love, to just ask that question. What would love do here? If you can do those two things and master that, then you can get to the other parts of getting quiet, pausing and breathing. And once you get that down for the breath, then maybe the next time you practice that you can ask, what would love do here? And then once you get that question ingrained and practiced, and it's more of a reflex, then you can allow and trust and let go. Let go of the need to control, let go of the negativity, let go of any beliefs, and be able to acknowledge what beliefs might be within that learning experience or that challenge. And you can let go of more of the things that are holding you back, or let go of the upset or the negativity or the frustration that's coming up in those moments. When you can get to that and letting go, then you can the next time get to the intention, right? And it doesn't have to look perfect every single time. And you're not going to remember every single step right out of the gate. And if you don't, that's okay. Just keep practicing. Just be the G.Q.P ball at life player, that you get to play your life. You get to play with these experiences that we deem as wrong or negative or challenging, and flip it on its head, turn it into an opportunity. And I know it can be so deeply challenging when something in life throws you a ball that you never wanted in the first place, that was difficult or challenging, or that feels like a big ball of depression or death or loss. I know that they can be so challenging to do these steps with. And the more you practice, then the better you become. And I know through experience that it's difficult. And I know through experience that it's possible, because I'm doing it in my own life every day. I'm working on this every day, getting better at it and bringing this into my life. And I have brought it into the lives of my children. And I have shared it with some other people. And I have experienced that they have had good results with doing these steps. And yes, they're not perfect right out of the gate. Just like I said, no one's perfect. But if this can give you a process to go through mental checklist in the middle of an upset, then it can redirect our focus instead of focusing on what's wrong, focusing on the problem at hand, when we can look at it from a bird's eye view and bring as much love and consciousness to it as possible, then I really believe that you'll find more solutions, more ways, more possibilities, and a lot faster. And unblock all of the stuff that is preventing you from seeing the solution in the first place, from being your highest and best self in any moment, and being able to get to the peace of forgiveness within yourself and with others a whole lot faster. Just that simple question of how would love show up here? What would love do here can be so liberating, because when I can ask that question, my brain will find the answer of how will love respond? How would love respond? How would love treat this situation? How would love treat this person that I'm so mad or so frustrated or so angry with? Right? If it's an upset with another human being, because life is relationships, if there's something going on with someone else and we can ask that question in the middle of the drama or the upset, if we can say, what would love do here? How would love respond? How much different would your life be, and the experience, or what you would speak in the next moment to that person, or the next time you saw them? How would that conversation be changed, and how would that conversation be different? How would the conversation with yourself be different? If it's a challenge with your own self, within yourself, right? Because what I know is there are daily experiences within myself that I get to balance and resolve. Struggles with finding balance in all the areas of my life. So when we can utilize that conversation on ourselves, that conversation on other people, and bring in more love into all of the challenges that we face, I really believe that this can be such a wonderful tool to tap into over and over and over again. So I'm really excited to share this with you, and I hope that you try this on, that you give it a go, and you really make an effort to ask how love would respond, and to breathe, to pause, to be the G.Q.P ball at life person and player in your own life. Be the G.Q.P, the GQ player, ball at life, right? Get quiet, pause, breathe, ask love, listen, allow, and trust. Let go, imagine and intend, forgive and feel and focus on what you want, and explore the possibilities. And see if that opens you up and opens up your challenges to being the fuel for more growth and for finding the gifts in all of your experiences of your days and in your life. That those days that are difficult, those days where we feel sad, where we feel anxious, upset, frustrated, whatever it is within your day, and whatever those emotions are, when they come and when they go, and if they come and they sit with you for a while, that you can ask these questions, and that you can use this process to move through those emotions and be with them in a more easeful way, in a more allowing and an accepting way, and ask the question of, how am I using this challenge as an opportunity? Where are the opportunities within this challenge, and how am I going to use this challenge, this problem that's up for me, this negative experience, this thing that feels so not good right now? How can I use this as fuel and not be afraid of that shadow and that darkness that you're feeling, that you're experiencing in that moment, but trusting that the answer is already within the problem, and that there is a gift in the challenge and an opportunity if we're looking. So I would like to invite you to be with that, to sit with that, and to share with me your experience and any ahas, any experiences that you take on from this, and how it has assisted you in your life, and how has it been for you when you try this on? I'd love to hear your feedback. Give it a try, give it a go. Let me know how this episode has facilitated you in your life. What inspiration have you received? I would love to hear all your feedback and how this has assisted you in your growth and in your springing forward. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving yourself this time and for listening. I appreciate you, and I'm sending all my love and light. And you can find me on lightsprinkles.com. That's lightsprinkles.com. lightsprinkles.com. And you can find me on YouTube at Light Sprinkles and on podcast at Light Sprinkles. Thank you again for listening and tuning in. I'm Spring Ulrich, and I'm sending all my love. Have a beautiful day. Much love and light. Bye for now.